I can just see the grapes.
And the way it pulls apart.
For a winemaker like me, it's a wonderful playground to experiment and make things better every year.
All of this is not far from the action, not far from where we were. My name is Martin. I was born and raised in Sydney, and I made my first property investment in Perth when I was 30. I backed it for the lifestyle, the numbers, and the long-term growth. Eventually, I made the move over, and I'm blessed to call this beautiful part of the world home. Now I'm out and about, showing you the suburbs worth watching and the process that I used to de-risk my investment and give it every chance to succeed. Let's go. Good morning guys, I'm in Caversham today. The reason that I'm here again to show you guys around, similar to what I did in the Baldivis video. Just want to suss out the place, have a look around, see if it's a good place to invest. I'm interested in this suburb, Caversham, and I'm also interested in the ones that go north as well. So Dayton, Henley Brook, Brabham as well. I think there's a couple more up that way as well. And there is a lot of land, a lot of development happening out here. So that's why I've come here to have a look around, and I'm going to show you guys around and give you guys my honest thoughts and feedback of the area. On the agenda today, we're going to start at the Caversham Village. We're going to go to a cafe. We're in the City of Swan, so the Swan Valley. We're going to go to a winery as well. I'm going to show you guys around, and we're going to talk about the infrastructure as well. So yeah, let's go get it. Once again, similar to the previous video, don't take this as personal financial advice specific to your circumstance or situation. This is just my opinion. This is everything I see in front of me, and I want to share that with you. You're free to take whatever you want from that, whether that's nothing, something, anything, or everything. If you do like this suburb, email me, martin@heapsgoodhomes.com.au, or you can just fill out the form in the video description below. So where are we exactly? We're about 20-25 minutes in the northeast of Perth. We're in the City of Swan. This is where the closest wineries are to Perth. There's two main ones in Perth. Obviously, you've got Swan Valley wineries kind of area where we are now. And then you've got Margaret River down south as well. Now, the City of Swan is huge, like a massive council. Totally different to where we were, City of Rockingham before. This City of Swan goes from like Midland, Midvale, all the way up to the Avon National Park. Like it's absolutely massive. Now I have a gut feeling that it's a really good spot for an investment, particularly a co-living property, 4 or 5 bedroom co-living, just because of the infrastructure and how close we are to Midvale and Midland and the opportunities that those present. It's kind of like an inner east suburb, and even though at the moment I don't feel like it's particularly lively or anything, I just think that like in the future, the proximity to the city and everything that this place has going for it will present value to people who just want a place to stay that's close to everything and that they can get around in. So I think a co-living would be better. With Baldivis, I think it was good for both markets, dual key and co-living. Whereas with this particular one, I've got my eye on it for a co-living. All right, so a quick rundown of the agenda today. What's the plan? Like I said, Caversham Village, Caversham Shops. It's the only shopping centre here. These are very new suburbs, guys, so there's not that much to look at, but there are a few attractions around. Just walking past a nice park as well, where they're setting up for some cricket. Schools, houses are around, that sort of thing. I'm going to go to Maison St Honore. It's a nice cafe that I've spotted on Google, so hit the guys up there and said I'll be coming in to have a look. We're going to drive to Central Park Village, have a look at Brabham as well. A winery, Harris Organic Wines, I'm going to take you guys to. And then Olive Estate Tea Room Gardens as well. So just a little bit around just to show you what's there. But I think the main thing is the proximity, like I say. So we'll talk about that in a second. Interesting style of homes that I'm just walking across here. We're just opposite the primary school. I don't know the exact name of it, but the style of homes here is weird. It's like there's no garage, and they're quite small. It's a little bit like I'm from Sydney, right? It's a little bit like Surrey Hills, where the houses are just right next to each other. I'll see if I can show you guys a couple, but it's just it's like it's got that feeling like it's proximity, and we can't fit the garage. So like you're paying for location and convenience. And like, I don't know, it's just strange. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I'll show you guys the houses now. don't know if they're all like this, but anyway, just as we're opposite the primary school and Caversham Village, yeah, there's no garages and they're quite small. They look kind of like apartments in a way. I don't know how to describe them, like kind of just, yeah, more convenience based than anything else. All right, so I'll have a quick look at the Caversham Village. We'll just see what they got on offer. This is the local shops, guys. And then look, again, I'll start by saying Caversham in and of itself is not particularly like, you know, there's nothing special here, but Midland is key. Midland is your proximity. We're going to talk about Midland in a minute, but being so close to Midland and everything that brings with it, hospitals, stations, proximity to the city, blah, 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 universities and so on. Yeah, that's where I think this is going to be an interesting place to explore. As for the village, Caversham Village itself, the shopping centre, I can see a Coles, a cafe, a barbershop, what's it called? News agency. I haven't seen a news agency in so long. Wow, do they still exist? News agency. Okay, wow. Another hair salon, Liquorland pharmacy, and medical centre around the corner as well. Interesting, some sort of construction that's happening here. It kind of looks like townhouses, but I'm not all in on that. That's weird. You tell me what you guys think. It's a little bit strange. I'm not sure. Maybe townhouses or like some sort of apartments. I'm not sure. But anyway, well, let's start our walk down to the cafe. And like, I'm learning about this area along the way, guys, so I'm not sure what this is. I'll have to check out for some signs or maybe read about it when we get back home. Oh, well, there's some completed ones over here potentially. If I'm trying to connect the dots here, let's have a look. It's called Caversham Quarter. As you can see, people live here. Anyway, let's crack on and walk down to the cafe. So like I said before, why am I interested in this area? Like, Midland is key. It's only 15 minutes away in the south, and that's where you've got everything, like I said, like with the Rockingham before. That's your station, that's your hospital, that's your uni, that's your TAFE, that's your little hub. Now, like I'm always like trying to avoid the hotspot, but just be like one suburb outside the hotspot. For example, with the Baldivis video, Shoalwater, Rockingham, Safety Bay, all of those coastal suburbs are going to boom. Obviously, they're on the coast and it's beautiful there. And Baldivis is one suburb off that. So right now it's, you know, presents an opportunity because Baldivis is still growing, still developing. It's not, you know, it's not yet as well known as the coastal ones. And then to be one suburb off that, but still have all the proximity and closeness and everything, then I think that's good. Whereas if you were to buy right now in Shoalwater, for example, you'd be hammered. It'd be very expensive. So you don't want to do that. Similarly here, Caversham presents an opportunity because we're just next to Midland. And I'm going to talk a bit about Midland now. All right, so your nearest hospital is in Midland. St John of God, public and private hospital. It's about 15 minutes away from here. So your nearest university is Curtin University's Midland campus. Again, 15 minutes south from here. And then you've got North Metropolitan TAFE, Midland campus, again in the same spot. Edith Cowan University's main campus is also not a million miles away from here. It's about 26 minutes in the northwest from here. You kind of got to go back to the city and then back up to the northwest side as if you were heading back to that other direction, Scarborough, Alkimos, like going up that way. So that's 26 minutes away as well. So you've got choice for university. It's not the end of the world. Just while we're here, I'll just show you guys general streets and general housing. It actually looks quite nice. This is more like Baldivis kind of situation. Hear the birds? That's hectic. I love that. That's beautiful. To wake up to that is nice. As soon as I said Baldivis, the birds started coming. No, this looks really nice. So new houses, garage, double garages. I'll show you guys. And this is a quieter. So we're literally a few streets back from the the Caversham Village shopping centre. Again, they're building on the boundary. It's all new, it's all nice, it's all landscaped. It's kind of, yeah, it's really nice. It's a nice street that I've just walked into. Just going to exit this street and carry on. All right, let's talk about train stations. So Caversham is sandwiched right between train lines. You've got the Midland line to the south, and then you've got all the stations that run along there. And then you've got the Ellenbrook line to the west and all of the stations that run along there. Just depending on where you end up, you know, whether or not you head west and that's your closest train station, or you go south and that's your closest train station. But that's not too bad. You've got choice and options and two lines as well. In case one line's down, for example, you just go to the other one. But crucially, I think it's also a plus that you're not straight in the heart of right next to the station, you know, getting all the noise, getting all the riffraff, getting all the activity that comes with being right near the station. Because we're just between train lines here, it's also nice and quiet, so you can have the nice family houses that we just saw before in that street, but you've also got, like, you're not far away from the action either. Now, in terms of getting to the city, you can just drive in there from here. It's about 26 minutes direct, or it's 20 minutes on the train as well. That's just the train trip. So by the time you add up, you know, the drive, the park, the this and that, it's probably about half an hour, 30 minutes on the train. Well, yeah, like I say, if you can just drive in, bang, 26 minutes, you're in there. Libraries, not actually in Caversham itself. There's one in Beachboro, about 6 minutes away from here. Midland, of course, 11 minutes away from here in the south. And Ellenbrook, 12 minutes in the north. Again, I think it highlights that Caversham is just not necessarily the action itself, but it's surrounded by action, because there's not much here, but then you don't need to go far to find everything again. So I think that presents the opportunity. Airport, this is an interesting one. 20 minutes in the south from here. So like with the combination of the Swan wineries, the airport, proximity to the city, the stations that are around the uni and hospitals in Midland, that's where I think, yeah, the airport also presents, like, this just jobs and proximity as well. If you're traveling, like FIFO worker, you know, that's obviously not a drawback either. Now, Swan Valley Winery, beautiful. I have been there once before, and the particular winery that we're going to go to, I have been there before. His name's Duncan. He's super nice. But that presents an opportunity as well, because if you live here, and you can go out for lunches and, you know, have your events there and so on. But if you're looking for work and employment, yeah, it brings with it the whole hospitality industry, events planning industry, wine and winemaking industry. Like food and wine, obviously they're friends. So there'll be people traveling as well to visit this particular wine region if they're interested in it. So that in and of itself presents value as well. Now, not only does the wine bring, you know, the food as well, but then it also brings the cafes and that sort of thing as well. So there are a lot of nice cafes. We're on our way to one now that are around here. Beautiful cafes serving amazing food and coffee. I'm walking past a sign here that says Taylor Private Estate. So that's a new estate that's being developed here as well, which you can have a look at. All right, beaches. That's the only drawback. We are not beachside. However, we're not paying beachside prices as well. Your closest beach is 24 minutes away, bang, straight across to the west, and it would be Scarborough Beach. We are more inland here. We're more proximity to city, proximity to airport, proximity to Swan Valley. I am walking past some beautiful, I have to go over. I can just see the grapes in row, like the vines in rows, and I just love that. If you didn't know, I'm really into wine. I like wine. I recently did a trip to South America to learn a little bit more. We went to Chile, we went to Argentina, and got to learn a little bit more about their varietals as well. And so I'm a bit of a wine geek, a bit of a wine nerd. But it's cool. I'll go over there before we go to the cafe. I'll show you guys around there. see the grapes there, and they're tiny, they're starting to grow because we're spring heading into summer. So obviously I'll be interested to talk to Duncan about challenges that the Perth climate brings with grape growing and wineries and stuff, to just see what challenges they face and how they overcome them as well. But it's beautiful here, like to have the road, and then we're not far from houses, and then there's just grapes growing all over the place. Like it is nice to see. It does, like, you can see them behind me, right? That's cool. All right, we made it to the cafe. Maison St Honore. That's my French. Right between Pinelli Estate Winery. So right next to that as well. Bang, the French cafe. Let's jump in, let's have a look. Alright, so we got the Swiss chocolate. I was going to get pain chocolat. I've never had any of these before, so I was going to get pain chocolat. But I got the Swiss chocolate because it looked richer in chocolate. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get something actually from the menu. I'm just having a quick read now. But the place is nice. It's busy. It's obviously really popular. It's well known in this area. There's a lot of people here. Different crepes and stuff like that. Have a quick read. So there's the usual avocado on toast, crepe breakfast, egg, mozzarella, ham, mushrooms, crepe vegetarian, crepe benedict, mozzarella, spring onion, spinach, salmon, hollandaise sauce, eggs on toast, and then chicken crepe, vegetarian crepe. So there's that sort of thing as well. What's on the back? Desserts and sweet crepes as well. So there's lemon and sugar, banana and dark chocolate, strawberries and white chocolate, maple syrup, banana, hazelnut, crepe Monte Carlo with berries. So it seems like the crepes are the specialty here. I think we'll see how we go with the Swiss pastry and go from there. Hey, thank you so much. Looks good, looks yummy. I haven't had brekkie yet, so yeah, I think it'd be too much for me to get one of these plus a crepe as well. It's going to be a little bit much, so we'll start with this and see how we go. I wonder if it's warm. I don't know anything about French pastries. Like, should it be warm? Should the chocolate be gooey? I don't know. Let's have a look. I'll take a bite. There you go. Have a look at it. It's a bit like, it's quite oily on the hand. Have a look. Now, it's not that chocolatey, but it's buttery, like it's really buttery. Like it's so easy to eat. Have a look at that. It's just... Like personally, I would like more chocolate, because I'm looking for that punch of chocolate, But the pastry and how buttery it is, it's amazing. Look at the inside, I don't know if you can see that. It's so flaky and buttery. Like it looks light, but it feels it's heavy, you know what I mean? With a coffee, amazing. I'm curious now to try like the pain chocolat. Should I get one? Let's get one. I want to get one. I'm here now, you know what I mean? Like, let's try one more. Come all the way here, we've got the cameras, we're ready to go. Let's go. Alright, I got two more. I got pain au chocolat and almond croissant. I had to double check the almond croissant because it's got flakes on top, and I was like, is there anything inside? And she goes, yeah, there's like an almond cream inside, and I'm like, that sounds good. So pain au chocolat and almond croissant. We're gonna start with the pain au chocolat. Again, guys, I'm looking for that chocolate flavour. Let's have it. This is actually lighter. I thought it would be heavy, but it's really light. It feels like a cloud. It's so light. Completely different to the other one. I guess inside it's more like airy. So we'll have a look, but here you go, pain au chocolat. I was right, man. Inside is like, see what I mean? So light, which is good because I don't want it to be too heavy. Chocolate flavour. Let me have a look. Again, it's very subtle. I'm used to the chocolate being like punchy. You know what I mean? This is like a flaky pastry with a bit of chocolate in there, so it's very delicate, very light. And the chocolate is very discreet. But it's nice. The way it pulls apart, like the way it's been built, the way it's been made. Like, look at the way it just, look at that. See the way it just pulls apart like this? It's actually quite impressive, the way they laminate the pastry. Again, buttery but light. It's like a strip of chocolate running down through the pastry. So it's there, but it's a hit and miss. Some bites you get it, some bites you don't get it. So I'm trying to eat away from it so I can taste it. Here we go. It's so nice. Why don't they run more of it? I don't know. That chocolate is punchy, you know, strong, like dark. If they ran that through the pastry a bit more, personally I would like it, but it's a beautiful pastry. Maybe I need to learn about French pastries and the philosophy. It's well made. When that chocolate hits, it's mad. Alright. Alright, good. So dessert. The almond croissant. Wow, this feels heavier. I couldn't go past this. Particularly when she said it had almond cream inside, I was like, I'm curious about that. Heavier. I can feel it heavier through the centre, not on the edges. So we'll have a look. I'll break it open. Let's break it open. I just want to see what's going on inside. Let's have a look. Wow, the almond cream. It's not like a cream, it looks like a jam almost. See it in there? It's like it's almost been sandwiched in there. You know what it is? Have you ever had almond butter, like just almond butter? It's like that, but it's a sweetened version of that. It's like a spread that's been hit with like some kind of sugar or sweetener, I'm not sure. It's not overly sweet. All of them haven't been overly sweet. Yum. Trying to work it out, eh? Trying to work out what it is. Maybe some honey or something in there? You guys see that? this pastry is not as special as the pain chocolat pastry. The way that pulled apart was outrageous. This one's a bit different. It's more flaky, but the almond cream is really nice. I wouldn't call it a cream. It's more like a. It's weird. It's like a spread that's glazed. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm pulling it apart here. So that's like the shell. You know what I mean? They got a lot of character. Like the way they're made is crazy. I'm happy it's not sweet. I'm happy it's not too sweet because I'd be dying. Alright, this scores out of 10. The pastries, all of them, gun, 10. The way it's laminated, the layers, the flakiness, the butteriness, the softness, the way it all comes together, 10, straight 10. The fillings, like the pain chocolat, I loved it. I would have liked a bit more. The almond cream was I was expecting something different. The fillings and the dotting of the I's and crossing of the T's, like, for me the hard part's done. To make the pastry, it's not easy to laminate that and make it flaky and make it buttery and make it soft, and that's the hard part. But I don't know if that's the style of French pastry. Anyway, would I come back? Yeah. Pastries are nice. Alright, we gotta go and walk that off now. All paid, all done, let's go. There's a nice outdoor area as well, mad. Alright, let's carry on. It's getting busy as well. It's crazy how busy it was in there. But I get it, yum, it's a big car park as well. I can expect this place to hammer. Full hammer. Alright, I'm excited to get back walking, to be honest. So look, I didn't try the crepes and whatever, but they would have been good. They look good too. Every table I walked past had crepes on it. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go back. Let's walk around. We'll see what we find. I mean, like I said, there's not much here. A bit of houses, Caversham Village, this little shop and the wineries as well. So I'm going to try to show you guys as much as possible. And in terms of demographic insights, obviously I do what I can. I haven't seen everyone in there was super nice. I haven't seen many other people walking around. So if I do get an insight, I'll share it with you. But so far, nothing to report. All right, let's talk briefly about the suburb extent. So it's 5 kilometres long by 5 kilometres wide. There's always one. In every suburb, there's always one idiot. 5 kilometres long by 5 kilometres wide. Not as big as Baldivis, therefore, but still plenty of land opportunities around here. I think it'll develop quick, right? Because most of this whole Swan Valley area is wineries. So it's like all that land is consumed by all of that, you know, private land ownership. And whatever land releases get done here, do you know what I mean? I just feel like there's still land available, but I just feel like that it looks like, if you look at it on a map, it looks like just there's land everywhere. But because most of it's just owned by the wineries, then I think actual land will be, you know, it's not going to last forever, obviously. So I think if there is an opportunity to get in, then yeah, something you want to consider. Now, north of Benara Road is developing now. The Taylor Private Estate on the left, Baldwin Private Estate on the right. There might be some opportunity there still, or south of Benara Road, east of State Route 52, there might be some pockets of land popping up there as well. All right, suburb performance. Vacancy rate's currently at 1.4%, which is very low. And to be expected, right? That's what I thought about being near Midland and everything like that, and having the proximity to the city and the stations and hospitals and unis and so on. That's essentially your key figure is your vacancy rate. The median price here is 800K for a house, and that was 600K 2 years ago. Again, past performance is not an indicator of future performance, but yet and still, right, 600 to 800 is a decent jump. Rents for an average home are currently at $750 a week. That's up from $630 2 years ago as well. So the capital growth is outperforming the rental growth, and that's pretty typical of anywhere you go. Like, I'm from Sydney, right? Some of the houses are worth 3-4 million. only rent out for $1,000 a week. So that's quite typical for the capital to outperform the rental. But yet and still, they're fairly close, right? So to pay 800 median and get 750 a week in rent is still not too bad. Obviously, we're thinking more co-living. We're thinking more now, well, how can I still pay, let's call it 900 for a new house and land, 5 bedrooms, and rent them out for 350, for example, per room, and then you go 350, 700, 1,050, 14, 17, bang, before you know it, you're making $1,500. That's a good investment, and you're providing housing to the area as well. So from here, we're going to drive to Brabham, have a quick look around there, and then from there, I believe winery, and then finish up at the tea rooms, and that should complete the tour. Alright, I'm gonna cruise down this street just quickly. This is where we were before with those concrete structures, townhouse kind of thing happening. And I just want to see what's going on. Like, is this part of the new estate? Or this is in Taylor Private Estate, right? So there's the new concrete structure that we saw before behind me, that's fine. New houses now that I'm walking past. I just want to suss them out, like how new, how much capital, where's the caravans? No, I just want to see. Like, so first glance, they look a bit smaller, the lots, if I'm honest. Like frontages at least anyway. The 12.5 would be the max, but I think in some cases they're even a little bit smaller, like 10 or 11. There's a little park with a bit of equipment, like there's a basketball court. Let's have a look, there's some people over here. Let's have a look, some families and stuff. Just going to get a bit of an indication of the demographic. I'll just do a little flyby, discreet one. So the one thing I've noticed just on the few people that I've seen, they're darker, of darker origin. So I think it's Indian background. When we walked past Caversham Village before, there was an Indian restaurant that I walked past. Now I see what looks like Indian people. I'm not saying that as a pro or con, it's just an observation. In Baldivis, it looked more like white, like Aussie background. Yeah, again, I don't see it as a pro or con. I mean, you got wineries around here, you got a French restaurant that we went past, but the people that live in Caversham, at least, from an Indian background. Hey, how are you? Hey, good morning.
Thank you.
How are you going?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Do you mind if I say hello and?
Yeah, that's fine.
Whereabouts you live around here?
We are from India.
You're from India?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
What
And
about you?
I'm from Sydney.
Okay.
Moved over to Perth.
Okay.
And I'm just showing people around. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So
are you doing vlog?
yeah,
right?
vlog.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
good.
So how long have you been here?
From 2017
Cool.
in Australia. Yeah.
And straight here to Caversham? or?
Now I was in Toowoomba
Okay.
in
Queensland.
Queensland. So I moved here in 2023.
Okay, perfect. And how do you find it?
So like I moved here for just find out the house as a rental.
Okay.
So, but the nice area.
It's nice area. It's quiet, hey?
Yeah, it's quiet and good for the kids.
Yeah.
Many parks, many gardens.
Yeah. And do you go to work in the city from here or where?
Yeah, I'm working in Malaga.
Oh, cool. Nice to meet you. He was full from India. You see what I mean? So, but he was super nice. Like, lovely guy. Lovely guy. A little kid as well. And again, guys, I encourage you when you're doing your suburb strolls, just chat to people. Hey, how long have you been here? How do you find it here? Where are you from? What's your context? What's your background? And then, like, yeah, what's your feeling of the suburb as well? Why not? Any additional information that you can glean from the suburb, whether that's from people, what they're wearing, what they're eating, what they're driving, what they're into, how old they are, like all of that is going to feed. He was super nice, and with just the general family kind of vibe that I get around here, it's super chilled and super quiet as well. So that's a tick. That's a big plus. No graffiti so far as well. Graffiti's a big. It's a sign for me. Like, you don't want to see the place hammered with graffiti. There would be opportunities here to graffiti this place up, right? There's a little table tennis court. You could easily just put your thing there, put your tag there or whatever. There's like a kind of little decoration wall thing here. There's like a little flying fox swing, which is quite nice. It's obviously a kids' play area. There would be opportunity to hammer this with graffiti, but it's not hammered with graffiti. That's another tick. It's just families. It's people that just want to keep to themselves and not cause trouble. And that's it. And what more could you ask for, right? That's like, it's a place of peace. Anyway, I did want to check out some of the houses as well, just for curiosity. Still hear birds, which is nice. And Christmas decorations starting to come up as well. Look, obviously compared to Baldivis before, the cars and the caravans and the material that we saw, it's not like that. But yet and still, it's not poor as well. It's like I said before, it's just houses, people that keep to themselves their simple life. If they're from India or interstate or wherever, it's like a lot, and they can just have a family. It's a lot more than where they've come from, obviously. And I love that, to be honest. Like, provided the place is not you know, dangerous, hammered, drugs, you know, guys, you guys know my values by now. Provided it's not like that, then I love that. It's the place for some people to make a start, you know. And what's better than that? But like I said, it's not poor. It's new, it's modern, it's nice, it's safe, it's quiet, it's peaceful, and it's got proximity to everything we spoke about with Midland before. All right, let's make our way to Brabham. So we just left Caversham. We are now in Brabham. They are selling here. It's called Brabham Estate. Keep an eye out for that one. We could potentially get you something there. On the way here, we drove past the station, Whiteman Park. So as we went north from Caversham, we're starting to hit that Ellenbrook line now. So Whiteman Park is your local station. I just drove past it. It's about 500 metres away from here. As you go further north, Ellenbrook kind of finds itself between stations. And then you've got Ellenbrook, obviously, the last one, which has Ellenbrook Station as well. So there's a Coles, there's a Pilates, yoga or Pilates studio. Again, not too dissimilar to Caversham. It's got a little town centre, a station, bang, that's it. So here we are. I'm just going to have a quick look around. We won't spend too much time because I'm not expecting to see anything too extravagant here, but I am curious. I'm going to have a quick look around and just see what's going on. There's an early school childcare behind me as well. There's a vacant corner lock just over there behind me, you can see. And the houses look a little bit bigger over here, so I'm not sure if the land size is bigger. I'm just trying to read the signs. Guys, I'm just learning on the fly as I go on the suburb stroll. That's what it's all about, getting down here and having a look around. So I'm literally just going to dive in to a nearby street and just see what the go is. See if I can see anything insightful. Different demographic. You see two girls in front of me. They're white background. So even though we're not far from Caversham where we were, it's different background. This guy that comes past me looks white as well. All right, from here we're on our way to one of the wineries. Like I said, Harris Estate Organic Wines is one of the wineries in the Swan Valley region. It's organic winery, so not using any pesticides, anything like that. I thought I'd show you that because it's a part of the cult. Like, if you live here, for sure you're going to visit on a weekend or something. It will be a part of the culture and a part of the job opportunities, a part of the work. Yeah, it could be as much or as little a part of your life as you want it to be. And there's a lot of kind of touristy attractions. We saw the houses before where people were staying, like some sort of accommodation for the Swan Valley as well. And given that we are in the City of Swan, like I say, it's a part of their thing. So I thought I'd show you that as well. We'll get to meet with one of the winemakers and hopefully get an insight from him as well. Just driving here, like, it was cool. You're just going past the winery stuff. you're going past horses and like little stables and honey shops, tea rooms. That's all not really far from where we were, Caversham, Brabham, Henley Brook, etc. So we're about 10 minutes drive away from them here. It's very green, very peaceful as you'd expect. And we're about to go and meet Duncan, so let's go say g'day. Hey mate.
Good morning.
How are you? Hey, it's Martin.
Hello, Martin.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming. Well, I'll show you my sustainability award we got a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
The Western Australian Community Achievement Award. Pretty nice stuff. Community aspects and low energy and reusable stuff and low waste.
Beautiful.
We tick all those boxes.
Okay, beautiful.
Being certified organic is a good start.
Yeah, beautiful, absolutely. And tell me about some of the wines you got here as well.
I've got quite a range of wines. I've got dry reds,
Yep.
mostly Shiraz with a bit of Malbec.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of ports and liqueurs. This is a classic muscat. These are some of the first we ever made in 1995 with some friends.
They're all beautiful.
Dry whites, Verdelho, Chardonnay, and then we move into some sweeter wines like rosés, just a touch of sweetness. What's special about this region is we can make anything and everything. So we make sparkling wines, we make ports and liqueurs.
Okay.
Lots of regions in the world just work on doing one grape, or maybe two. Bordeaux, reds, Burgundy, reds. Okay, they do some Shardy as well, etc., etc. Here we have reds, whites. We go from sparkling all the way through to liqueurs.
Okay.
So for a winemaker like me, it's a wonderful playground just to experiment and make things better every year. We've got 9 rows of Shiraz, 3 rows of Verdelho, 6 rows of Muscat, 3 rows here of Pedro, 4 rows of Chardonnay, 1 row of Malbec, 3 rows of Chenin Blanc, and 1 row of Tokay or Muscadel.
And how do you know which ones are which?
Colours are different. Dark leaves and these are light shiny
Light,
leaves.
shiny leaf. Okay.
So normally the vine posts we buy are just this length here, about this part.
Yep.
Just this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we add this part on because the ground level's here, and this is where they tend to break.
Oh.
So we're adding this extra metal part.
It's
We're
like a
dipping them in concrete so that the acid of the soil doesn't take the galvanising away and rust them out.
Oh, I see. So you're strengthening that area
Strengthening and then
protecting.
instead of them lasting 15 years, they'll last 30.
This is
So we've
cool.
got sets of solar panels here. We've got here, here, here and here.
Yeah.
So that provides all the electricity you need to run chillers,
Oh, awesome.
run the electric car.
And that helps with your sustainability award.
Absolutely. There's nothing funnier than watching chickens jump and collecting your grapes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's
There's
too early
heaps,
now,
yeah.
so they're not juicy enough for a chicken.
Yeah.
John next door, who's
Yeah.
87 years of age,
Yeah.
and remembers 1944, not 45, so during the war,
Yeah.
when they had over a metre of water
Wow.
rainfall per year. We have half of that. But they're exceptional years. 550 to 750 mils is sort of now averaging out about 600, 650,
Yeah.
which for some people is a lot of water.
Yeah.
You should have been picking them on Christmas Day, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, we've never done that before. Yeah, because you weren't watching
Right.
what was going on.
You got to be on it, receptive.
Yeah, of course. You can't be an absentee farmer on a vineyard in this sort of climate.
Thanks, Duncan.
No worries, thank you.
Cheers, mate. Well, there you go. Hopefully you heard the conversation. He was super nice, as I remember him to be, and I don't know, just you always learn different bits and pieces when you talk to these guys. They've got so much experience and so much knowledge, and wine is that. It's an experience game, and so, you know, generational game, and so yeah, it's just really nice to see chickens running around here, grapes growing. It's a bit of, there's a scientific element to it, but there's also an artistic, creative element to it as well, which I appreciate. So yeah, if you do want to invest here, this is certainly a part of the culture over in the Swan Valley. This place doesn't feel like a shop, it feels like it's been built in amongst the trees and the bush and the flowers and the plants. It feels like it's been integrated in amongst the nature here, and you really feel that, like the amount of greenery, the trees, the smell, the birds. Like, it's such a nice place to relax. The cups, the style, the culture of the cakes, the homemadeness, and taking the time to enjoy. Like, it's, yeah, it's just the way people are talking even quietly, and it's quite nice and relaxing. It'd be the perfect place to just come and, even the way I see it is like perfect place to just come and review a few documents or read a book or do a bit of planning or a little bit of light works and preparation or something, because I feel disconnected from back home and the city and the beach, and I just feel like I'm integrated as well with the nature, the same way the shop is. Cake is yum, guys. It's got like a little bit of frosting on top and a little bit of cream, and the frosting and the cream are like sweet, and the actual cake is kind of savoury. Actually, it's kind of neutral. It's in its own place, and together, like, they're quite nice. I would have liked like a little bit more cream on the side because I like cream, and I think it loosens up that cake a little bit more. But yet and still, it's an awesome cake. And look where we are. Like, it's so quiet. A few more people starting to come in now. It's about midday. When I walked in, there was no one here. Now it's like starting to get full. So anyway, I'm enjoying just relaxing here, to be honest. And look, all of this is not far from the action, not far from where we were. Those suburbs, like, there's not much to talk about. They're growing, developing new suburbs with new houses and families coming there, and that community is establishing itself. So, like, there's not much for me to show you other than the fact that we're near the Swan Valley, we're near wineries, we're near beautiful cafes, we're near quiet spots like this where you can get away and disconnect. And yeah, you're not far from the action as well, whether that's Midland, station, hospital, uni, airport, train station, city, you know, all of that as well. So in a way, it's like a well-balanced, you know, the Cavershams, Henley Brooks and Brabhams and Ellenbrooks are kind of well-balanced because they're on that fringe between city and, you know, winery lifestyle culture. So look, guys, if you do want to invest, like I said at the start of this video, drop me an email, martin@heapsgoodhomes.com.au, or click the link in the video description below where you can fill out a form and inquire to invest with us, and we can try to get you something in this beautiful area. Definitely leave me a thought, question or comment in the comments section of the video. It definitely helps the channel moving forward. Let me know a particular suburb that you want to see next, and hopefully I can get over there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.